On Monday, the former head of the Environmental Protection Agency, Christine Todd Whitman, will be grilled under oath by Congress about her actions after the World Trade Center attack.
The issue, did she lie to the public when she repeatedly assured everyone that the air around Ground Zero was safe to breathe? Fox 5's John Deutzman caught up with her to ask some pretty tough questions.
I would never, ever lie or withhold information or put people's lives in jeopardy.
Christine Todd Whitman, the once popular and respected governor of New Jersey, has seen her reputation crumble almost as rapidly and surprisingly as the day the towers went down. That's because she partly was in charge of our safety after that horrible day as head of the Environmental Protection Agency. And this man, Hugh Kaufman, who works for the EPA and conducted his own investigation, is one of many people who claim
she lied. Absolutely, she flat out lied.
At issue more than anything else, these press releases from the EPA right after the attack, assuring us the air was safe. September 14th, not a cause for public concern. September 18th, air is safe to breathe. September 21st, New Yorkers and New Jerseyans need not be concerned about environmental issues as they return to their homes and workplaces. October 3rd found no evidence of any significant public health hazard to residents, visitors, or workers beyond the immediate World Trade Center area. Now, almost 6 years after the attack, people are dying from breathing in nasty stuff at Ground Zero. Thousands of others are sick, and the medical community is more or less convinced that the stuff in the air back then, which included asbestos, pulverized cement, and other toxins, could cause long-term damage.
Do you have anything to say to the people who are sick and dying right now from the supposed safe air outside there?
Well, the people that we've seen that are sick and dying are those who are the responders, and that's why we said every time that responders should wear respirators.
Whitman insists her agency warned people working on what's called the pile directly in the attack site should wear masks, but also still insists that the air near Ground Zero was safe.
Wasn't there an implication that even the surrounding air was safe? I mean, around all of the press releases I saw gave the implication that the surrounding air was safe.
And from what our scientists were telling us, everything we saw, it was.
But the EPA's own investigator says no way.
The evidence was there that the air as far north as a mile from Ground Zero was unsafe to breathe. And yet EPA's administrator was telling everybody that the air was safe to breathe.
Whitman also got hammered by an inspector general's investigation, which concluded she didn't have enough information to declare the air was safe right after 9/11. They also reported that the White House watered down some of those press releases to make them more assuring to the public.
A lot of people are blaming you. I mean, you were in charge, and I know you were relying on other experts, but they're saying, hey, you deceived these people intentionally.
No, absolutely untrue, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity to present all the facts to people if they will listen to facts. I mean, this was all based on science.
The federal government was acting like the former Soviet Union after Chernobyl and like the Japanese government after the nuclear bombs, of not telling the public the truth and then having health effects 10, 20, and 30 years down the line.
So when people make you kind of the evil person here, that you're the one that fabricated press releases and all that, what do you say to that?
You know, the people we should blame are the terrorists. They're the ones who flew the planes into the buildings. That's what we ought to be looking at.
Whitman is facing lawsuits from people who claim they were hurt by the toxins in the air here at Ground Zero, and a judge presiding over one of those lawsuits says that Whitman deliberately misled the public when it came to air quality. She called Whitman's actions conscience shocking, more ammunition for her opponents.
As soon as I heard Christy Whitman announce a few days afterward the air was safe to breathe, I knew that was absurd. Anyone with any brains, frankly, knew it was absurd.
New York Democratic Congressman Gerald Nadler heads up the committee that will interrogate Whitman Monday, but at this point it doesn't look like Whitman will admit any wrongdoing.
You were relying on your experts at the time?
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, my son was in Building 7. He lives down here. I lost good friends. This was as personal for me as, I didn't lose a family member, but I came very close and I lost somebody who was almost a family member and a lot of people who I put there. This was very personal beyond being professional.
I think it was a mistake to come out really early and say, yeah, all of our tests are coming back okay, in retrospect?
People wanted to know the information that we were getting, and that's what we gave them.
Okay, thank you.
On Monday, some members of Congress will try to find out more information. We'll see what Whitman gives them. I'm John Deutzman, Fox 5 News.
And it keeps getting worse for Christine Whitman. Now the Government Accountability Office has released a report. It says the EPA didn't disclose that most air samples that showed the air was safe was actually taken from apartments that had been cleaned.